Cocoa butter check. Make sure the glow is right. Make sure y'all go to the website. Get you an autographed copy of this here PILLMATIC 2. Must have for the underground supporters of dope hip hop music. Got some real heavy hitters on that joint. Smoke Dizza, Mickey Fax, Planet Asia, just to name a few. You need to have that in your collection. Good morning, everybody. Bullets the Biz Arbor. I accidentally put your name on an envelope a couple of days ago while I was shipping packages. I think I was shipping one to you, and I put your name on an envelope inadvertently. And I was going to throw the joint away, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to hold on to this because you've been known to double back and cop again. So I'm waiting on you, my nigga. See what that say? Bullets the Barber. Tyrone Kelly, what up? Polo sleeves got you looking mad, bro. Like, oh, my arm's really big. My arm's really big, yo. Good morning, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Arms is husky in this joint. I'm getting too big for it. I ain't wore this since I think probably almost 2 years. Pulled it out the safe. Cracked the safe. Pulled out a low. We need more gym content. Talking slick. Good motivation. I tell you what. I'm going a little bit later. I get y'all a brief live stream from the gym, where I upload y'all a video. The beat 313. Listen, you gotta keep that Milton nigga on, man. A little less. You giving us snippets, man. We need some steak. I'm tuning in. You got a little less on there. Is you interviewing him from the penitentiary? Is he on the streets or he's still in the penitentiary? I've been listening to them joints, man, about how he was in the cut laying on Clifford Jones. You got the goods over there. I've been tuning in. Yeah. Boom, boom. Classic music said, haven't seen your basketball highlights in a minute. I've been in the gym, man. My priorities have changed a bit. So I've been lifting a little bit of iron, man, but this jumper's still wet. Ain't nothing changed. Omega TV, I appreciate your super chat. I got on here to kick it with y'all a bit, man. I was scrolling through the YouTube streets yesterday. Well, actually last evening. And it's a lot of garbage on here, man. It's a shame. I visited the YouTube compound out there in LA. It's a real compound too. They got heavy security and everything. You can't just walk up on that motherfucker. Like, it's surrounded. It's a real deal compound. It makes you think they doing some illegal shit there. But I went to the YouTube compound about a year or so ago. It's on this channel. You can look it up. They should have never lowered the requirements needed to monetize a YouTube channel. Okay, Super Jones, I appreciate you. He said, I'm happy everybody gets to make money. This is the problem with that, right? That's a lot of people's motive to get on here and make money. And they're not considering the quality of work that they're putting out. And not only that, what I have to support my claim that a lot of these people, prime objective is to get on here to make money, is because a lot of these niggas post their Cash App. They have their Cash App posted and they say goofy shit like, if you want to support this channel, Cash App me. That's not the only form of support. As a matter of fact, that's not the primary form of support online. The primary support online is to have an audience. That's support. When somebody tune in to watch you, that's support. That's great support. When somebody returns to watch you, that's consistent support. You don't have to get nobody no money to establish that you supporting them. A lot of these niggas is begging. Surprised you're not going to the Bay for the All-Star weekend. I gotta go to Denver, Colorado, man, and meet with some people, with the fine people at Halal Fine Jewelry. We got a prior engagement. So I've learned to pick my I've learned to be selective of where I show up at. There was a time when I was reckless and I would go even if I didn't have the money. I would have the money to get there, have a good time, and I come back scrambling, but I'm a lot more disciplined in my expenditures right now. So the Beat Factory 313, man, we need more, a little less. You the only person that was my guest. I had a surprise guest for y'all, but he gonna come on here at 10:30. So I'm telling y'all now, I'm getting off here at 10:30 and I'm coming back with a guest. Um on your last video, you forgot to touch on Zoe. All right, let's do that. Out of all these drug niggas that's online, who've been online in recent years, he's the biggest. Y'all got to get this book. It's called Zopound Mafia. It's actually on my desktop. I've been reading it all night. That nigga was a motherfucker, yo. That Adam Ali Zo, that nigga was a motherfucker. Them niggas that was around him, them niggas was getting money like a motherfucker. Them niggas was getting way more money than BMF. Them niggas was woo wee. That nigga was a cocaine tornado, man. Sheesh. Them niggas was balling out of control. He said, yeah, dude off the chain. Man, that nigga was a motherfucker, yo. He was eating like a motherfucker, man. The niggas was around him was eating. The book, it's a page turner, man. Like, and to clear something up, when he came back to the internet, his people more than likely jealous or upset for whatever reason they was calling him a snitch. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the scenario, and y'all can decide whether or not he snitched or not. What he did was, he was in some type of real estate. He gave somebody in real estate some money, right? And this is how they found out he was telling too. He gave somebody in real estate some money. He put some millions in a guy's hand. I forget his name. I think his name was George something. He gave this dude some money, and the dude ended up on American Greed. So what that tell you? Y'all know everybody that end up on American Greed, they ran off with somebody's fucking money. So that's what happened. Um, I got a DoorDash here. Let me get my food. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. One of the world's greatest inventions. Breakfast brought to your door. Excuse me. He said not various porks. Nah, man. A little bit of avocado toast, oatmeal with the berries, and a couple ginger shots. It's just something light from the juice bar. But anyway, they said he the one that started making it rain in clubs. Getting back to Ali Zoe. Ali Zoe was a whale, man. You would think that a person could make enough money and say, yo, I'm straight. He ended up giving some money to a guy who was doing some real estate investing. The dude ran off with Zoe's money. They ended up indicting this dude, and he, of course, ended up with his own episode of American Greed. Ali Zoe was in jail doing 18 years, and they found out that he was one of the people that got beat for his money fucking with this dude. So they went to him and asked him would he like to testify on him in court. And Ali Zoe and a few other people went and came to court and told what the fuck dude did with their money. So some of you here might say, well, that's telling. But he told on a nigga that ran off with his money. That's what he did. And he got the dude ended up getting, I believe, 12 years or something like that. And they ended up taking some time off of homeboy's sentence. He might have had 25 to begin with. And they took like 8 or 9 years off his sentence. The government really wanted this dude. He was running wild in South Florida, beating a lot of people out of a lot of money. But that's what the fuck he did. So if y'all consider that the hood Riller, get a life. If that's what y'all consider to be telling, testifying on a motherfucker who ran off with your money, there you go. But the whole time that he's been online, niggas been talking about it, that he's a rat. They never produced a person or documents on the person that he told on. You dig? So, and I believe that's because people say, "Oh, he told on a motherfucker that ran off with his money," and he told on a person that he was not in a criminal relationship with. Dudes fuck over people in real estate, make it difficult for honest guys like myself. But that's how they was trying to give him the snitch label, because he testified on a motherfucker who ran off with his and a whole bunch of other people's money. They tried to make it sound like street shit, but it wasn't. It had nothing to do with no street shit. And I seen the episode of American Greed myself. You can watch it. It's on fucking can't remember what app has American Greed, has all the episodes of American Greed, but it randomly popped up and I seen it for myself. They mentioned his name. They even said how much money he had. That dude had at a point in time when he was young. He had millions and millions of dollars when he was young. Like he was only like 22 or 23. He had an ass load of money. And out of all of these gangster guys that's been online and shit like that, I think he probably had the most money. Like he was tight with Jimmy Henchman at a point in time. He was with the robbery shit in the book. It tells how him, Haitian Jack, and Ricky Lee, they put Big Meech in the trunk of a car. That's who did that shit. He did a whole bunch of shit. That dude is something else, man. Took care of everybody around him, and he had a squad. It was an indictment that ended up coming called the block indictment. He didn't get picked up with them dudes, but them dudes told on him and shit. And he speaks about, the investigators was like, man, this dude was a criminal for 19 years straight. He never got shot, and he only did like 60 days in jail. One of the reasons that he was in jail was for driving without a license. They was trying to figure out what happened or what he was doing to avoid any type of calamities. Like everybody around him was getting shot, killed, going to jail, and nothing was happening to him. And he attributes that to voodoo. So there you go. He said Rothstein. Nah, it was a black dude that did that. It was a black dude. I forget the dude's name. He might have been possibly Haitian too. Seemed like he had Miami on lock. He did. He was one of them. Him, Alex Harris. Like he had dudes around him that was getting 200 bricks and shit like that. Like he had dudes under him that was getting 200, 300 bricks. Them niggas was crazy as hell. Like they was driving campers across. They had plugs in Miami. Then they ended up getting a plug in California. They was driving a Winnebago from California to Miami with bricks. Stop in Atlanta, serve a bunch of niggas down there. From watching that episode, it told me this. Everybody didn't get caught. Everybody didn't get caught. Only the high profile niggas got caught. Like it's people that's rich off of cocaine that didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So he said he was a Haitian scammer. Yeah. Gully must have a vendetta with somebody because his polo game has been insane lately. A lot of times when I get on this platform, I be on here with gym clothes coming back and forth from the gym. This is, if you seen me somewhere in real life, if you bumped into me somewhere in real life, the fresh game is flawless. Why you think I be talking so much shit? Like I intimidate niggas with my fresh game. Like so it ain't got nothing to do with nobody. This is who I am in real life, yo. Every now and then you'll get a leak. It'll you know what I'm saying? It'll leak out. So that's what you got this morning. I only put on my truck because Zip said you don't ever be wearing your drape and shit. You should put it on. So I put it on this morning. You got it? He said it was a Clay Davis Stringer Bell situation. Yeah. Rare Rap HQ. They should demonetize you from uploading other people's content on your platform. I get paid to upload other niggas' content on my platform. Niggas give me between $350 and $400 an upload. Whenever you see somebody's music video on this platform, I got paid for that. I hope I understand it. Let's touch this briefly. I understand that some of you niggas get very, very mad coming here watching me get money. I understand that. It's a mental illness. When I was a shorty, I used to be in big ass dice games in the hood. And I would look over my shoulder, and there was always a bunch of bum ass niggas just standing there just watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter where I was at gambling and shit. They would just be sitting there watching this shit. Like what type of weird shit is you nigga? What the fuck? Like what type of weird shit? Why would you stand somewhere and look at something that it aggravates you and shit? You dig? It aggravates you, so you shouldn't come here. I understand it. I understand, my nigga. What's your rare rap HQ? Yeah, I understand how you feel, man, but sucks to be you. He said address the hating. Mm. Derek Spencer, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that just stings a little bit, man. Niggas be upset, man. Y'all shouldn't come here. Y'all don't, something that y'all don't consider is this, right? A lot of us been at this shit for 20 years and shit. When you look online, you see an NBA player, you see an actor, or you see a comedian, or you see Shannon Sharp, or you see, rappers, Mason, Cameron, they all drink champs, they all do this now. $1 million worth of game, they all do this now. But we was doing it already and shit. So you shouldn't be disturbed by the pioneers and shit. Don't be disturbed by us. And it's only gonna get more severe and shit. Every time I get on here, I get more subscribers. So my coverage is spreading. It's like the coronavirus and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put on a mask. You don't want to get the flu. Put on a mask. Boom, 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 boom. They act like dude on Belly. It's funny that you mentioned that because that's what I was thinking. Y'all act like that nigga with that banana on Belly and shit. Y'all come here and become enraged. But shout out to the underground niggas, man. Everybody that's paying to get their video uploaded on YouTube by way of Gully TV. I'll give you a little insight on the business transaction that happens when somebody send me their music video. When I upload it, boom, and I hit monetized on it, right? A green light pops on and it says sharing. It says sharing revenue. And you know what that means? That means a person who doesn't have a huge following will get their revenue. They will get paid from having their video posted on my page. So wouldn't it benefit an underground MC to send me their music video? You could use my audience to get paid. That's how that works out. So that's why they send it to me. The Hood Reeler says false claimers don't even know what today's mathematics is. Y'all ask the same stupid shit over and over. If there's a 1, that means knowledge. If there's a 3, it means understanding. That's what you wanted me to get on here and say. That's what you wanted me to get on here to say. Do you feel more? Do you feel did I make your day by saying that? I've said this a million times. A lot of you dumbass niggas need to understand it's a 5% within the 5%. You reciting the wrong mathematics. The mathematics that you just asked me to recite, that didn't change your life. You still a bum ass nigga. And not only that, you in my comments bumming it the fuck up. You know why? Because you didn't master other forms of mathematics. In the mathematics, it says knowledge is infinite, right? You're supposed to get it from the cradle to the grave. So if it's infinite, why are you still reciting the same what's today's mathematics if it's infinite? That means you're maintaining, you're running in place. You're running in place. You need to go get another book to read, my nigga, and step your game up. You know what I'm saying? You want here triggered by all these diamonds. I got some more coming next week. You think you mad now? Wait the next week. I just said at the beginning of this video, I'm going to see them niggas at Halal Fine Jewelry. My new joint done. You're going to be really pissed off next week. It's going to get worse than this. So I gave you your math lesson. I gave you your math lesson. Now take that and go do something with yourself. Let me get you up out of here, man. These niggas be disturbed, man. Every time I put on my cables and shit, zip. That's why I don't wear this shit. This shit enrage bum niggas. This shit'll get you killed. It's always whenever y'all see a nigga with some diamonds on, your hearts turn dark. Your hearts turn dark. That's why I'll be wearing this shit in front of y'all, man. I don't be having this shit on here. I was on the phone with my co-host this morning, Zip. He said, man, why don't you be wearing your cables, man? I said, I don't know, man. I got some new shit coming, man. That shit old, man. I said, next week I'm gonna have my new joints. So he said, man, you should wear your old joints with your new joints. So I said, all right, fuck it. Goddamn. Niggas keep coming here talking about what's today's mathematics, man. Go read a fucking book, man. What's wrong with you niggas, man? You should come in here and ask me how many shares I bought from the S&P 500 or Amazon. I bought my first share of Google. I'm not Google, Apple. I bought my first share of Apple stock yesterday. I only got one share. The shares is about $234 right now and shit. That's kind of fairly low. You might want to get in where you fit in right now. But lately, I've stepped my game up. Warren Buffett said that you should try to find a nice cheap stock and pour your money into that. But I met this girl online. She showed a screenshot of her portfolio, and I said, damn, she invested in all the big companies. And I asked her about that because I know them big companies, the stocks is expensive. I said, I see that you invested in like a bunch of big companies, Google, Amazon, Tesla, Apple. And she was like, oh, yeah, yeah. I play big because a lot of these joints, these are my long-term joints and shit. So I'm like, damn. And next to each investment, it was, a green arrow is showing you that the markets was up. All of these markets was up. So I'm thinking the big companies, primarily they stock be up because they're winning, they're flourishing. But the shares are expensive, a little bit more expensive. So if you want to come in here and ask me about some mathematics, ask me about that. Ask me about that. You know what I'm saying? God damn. My man said I got a couple good stocks. He said Apple's kind of high. Yeah, I only got one share. I'm working on it though. I'm gonna continue to fuck with it. Got it. But I gotta get up off here because I told y'all I got a guest and we getting on at 10:30. So I'll be back. The market is at the top right now. The tech sector, especially, market is due for a pullback. Look for the bonds now. Basil, Nvidia is something that was recommended to me, and I'm gonna go check it out. Thank you. Anyway, shout out to everybody that's in here doing trade. Homeboy that came in here and asked for today's mathematics. It's in my comments right now. Get you some of that. There's some niggas in here doing big business. There's some niggas in here doing big business. What happened to the nigga that was asking about today's mathematics? We done ran his bum ass up out of here. Niggas go to jail and learn the supreme mathematics and think they civilized. You're not. You're not. It's displayed within your character. You're not. You just got a good memory. That's all you have and shit. You still a savage. You still just like your mom and your daddy. You dig? You just like your pork eating parents. Ain't nothing changed. You just came in contact with some knowledge and you think you're civilized. You're not. You're the same nigga until you start applying that what you learned. I gotta get up off here because I got a guest coming, man. I'm gonna get with y'all in a minute. All right? Peace.